Hey, what's up, everyone? Alex here from Computer Headquarters, and I'm making another Path of Exile video about the Settlers 3.25 League. Specifically, I've been making these like Valdo's mapper type characters. I have four that I've already built basically. I'm making a video about each one of them. This is the third one. So if you haven't caught the other two, you can just look at our channel, my channel, whatever you want to call it. Which is right here, Computer Headquarters, and you can see like this is the Trickster I just put up. Actually posted that today. Barely anyone's looked at it. No surprise. I think it just sounds so generic. A Trickster doing 100 million damage. Like, oh, it's actually a really cool build. But and then this Frenzy Stacker is the one I'm really proud of. I designed it myself. It's nothing that's like it's on POE. It's like a 20 people on POE Ninja or anything. It's like literally just me made this build, and it's good, and it can do Valdo's maps. So yeah. Anyway, this is the third one. I have one more to go. I do mention in all these videos that there's a fifth guy that I always want to talk about that could be totally up there as maybe the best, could be the winner if this was a competition of the best Valdo's mapper. An armor stacker might be the winner. I just don't have the funds to make one of those. And if there are people that are like, hey, it's Dead League, I've got all these divines left. I've got, if you have just armor stacker gear you want to give away, if you want to donate divines, hit me up, man. I'm not hard to find, but I would make a video about that as like the number 5 if you like that idea of just I could borrow if you want to just let me borrow the gear, I'd give it back. You probably think I wouldn't, but I really would. I'd give it back. So anyway, let's get what do we? I've got a whole list of things to talk about. We talked about the previous builds, future builds. So the next build is going to be also a very unique build. It's another charge stacker slayer. It's a triple stacker, so it has 12 of all 3 charges. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, this guy is a strength stacker juggernaut. It's I know that there's a lot of videos out this league about strength stacking juggernauts, and there's a reason they're so good. Converse was kind of the big pusher of the movement, so to say. He was already theory crafting it before the league even came out, and a lot of people copied his builds and made their own videos about it. And same with me, I straight up copied him. I transitioned into this build after I made a farmer, like a warden, freeze, whatever, arrow warden type guy. Farmed some currency to start building the armor stacker, sorry, strength stacker. I might say armor by accident. And once I had enough money to do the strength stacker build, I was just off to the races. I did not touch my warden at all. I had a slayer, like a lightning strike slayer at the very beginning of the league that I transitioned out of. Did not touch the slayer. Once I started the strength stacker, I was all in. I spent almost my whole league with the strength stacker. I loved him. My favorite character I've ever played in this game. I've played some pretty sick characters too, in my opinion. He's as good as everyone says he is, and this video is not to just be like mine is better than Converse's or every other guy. It's just if you're thinking about making one in the future when you're watching this or before the league is over, it's just more of like what's it all about? How does it feel? I like to try to make these videos kind of like test driving a car, so to say, because a lot of people that are going to play a strength stacker like this, they're not going to have 3 other really crazy characters like I do, where I can say, what does it feel like to drive this car, to play this character? So I'll just tell you right off the bat, this huge summary. If you're like, okay, I don't want to watch him, I don't want to listen to him anymore, I don't want to talk or watch him do Ubers and stuff like that. It's amazingly fast, strong, tanky. There are other tankier characters out there. Yeah, are there some characters that do more damage than him? Of course. But the speed and how he's able to do everything so well, I don't think there's anything that really touches it right now in the game. So yeah, let me just make sure I don't miss anything I was going to say. No, I think I'm doing well so far. I'm staying on track. Okay, so differences. Let's talk about some of the differences between. I'm not going to go over all the gear because you can just go watch Converse if you want to learn how to play this character. You don't need me for that. He's better at teaching this character than I am. I am going to do Ubers and stuff like that for you though. So let's jump in the game. Oh, and also this is really fun. This is a skin that my buddy told me. He's like, you gotta check this out. And so this character has 2,500 strength, right? And this cosmetic, it makes it so that the more strength you have, the more raged out you look. Like your muscles get even like bigger and bigger and bigger. And so the theme I have here that I like to think of is that like I'm using this like headless horseman type thing, so you can't see his head anymore. And then he's all raged out with this huge ass sword. And I like to just kind of be like, I lost my head and I need a replacement and I'm coming for yours. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of just like the joke. But it's just so funny how huge he's like a refrigerator. He's like a walking refrigerator and he's so fast. It's insane. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting like squirrel moment for me. That's one of my favorite parts about this build. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about next? Let's talk about some differences between like what Connor Converse did versus me. Well, he had a bunch of videos he put out, and I think I have a tab open here. I have so many different POE things or OBS things I have to switch between to explain everything. So here's Connor Converse. He's got a bunch of different videos out on his channel about his transition from the very beginning of the season to the end. And this is like his end game transition. And then this is the POE that goes with that. And the big thing that he has going is a ton of money. I mean, I guess that's what you could say. He has an original sin on, and he has the blind. Sorry, I'm laughing because of how expensive this is. But Sublime Vision, Fury of Fire, Sublime Vision, which I think they're like 2 mirrors or something. Side story: I mentioned I made a lot of money with this character farming Valdo's maps this league. That's where I made most of my money in this league was farming Valdo's maps. I farmed a ton of Sublime Vision maps and made a lot of good money off of it. And I'd always whisper to the person like, "Tell me what you got when you ID it," because people will buy like 10 at a time, hoping that they hit the big money on getting a Purity of Fire. I had at one point when I did the first 5, I think I had 2 or 3 out of 5 people get Purity of Fire. So it's like one of those, shoulda, woulda, coulda, if I would have ID'd them myself. So yeah, gear difference. He's doing that, and then I'm doing Mage Blood. So I have a Mage Blood. He's not doing Mage Blood. He doesn't need one based on the way he's going because he can only use one aura, and it's easier for him to solve resistances and stuff like that. So it's just a different approach. But Mage Blood makes it so you can get all your resistances here. You don't need Purity of Fire at all, which opens up another gem socket for you. So I also don't have a Simplex amulet. They're crazy expensive. That would have been the next big move I would want to make is go for a Simplex amulet. I really didn't want to go Original Sin. They're just, they're mirror. I did have an Original Sin at one point as an investment that I sold. I was holding on to it and I was trying to flip it. I did flip it. But I did get super, this is like, what do you call it? Like a showcase piece right here. This is by far the best piece of gear this guy's wearing. Connor Converse doesn't have one this cool. +1 level socketed gems and +1 all max res on a really good base, 115 strength and high armor. This is just like as good as it gets. It even has the enchant on it. I don't know what this would sell for now, but when I bought it early in the league, I think I paid like 40 divine. I want to say this is probably like 500 divine now, if I had to guess. Okay, I digress. What else? There's not really a whole lot else to talk about. Connor's doing way more damage than I am. According to my Molten Strike calculator that I made, that I don't know how accurate it is, Connor's doing between 600 and 800 million damage with his final build, and I'm doing more like I think it was like 400,000 damage. So, or sorry, 400 million. So he's almost double me. But 400 million is just a crap load that it's fine. Now, as I mentioned, I like to do Valdo's maps, and a lot of the hardest Valdo's maps that no one wants to do because they're so hard to do are maps that say this: players deal 10% less damage per equipped item, and when you're doing a two-handed sword, you're in luck because that's one item you don't have to take off. You're not wearing a shield or two items. It's one less item there, right? So you can do those maps, and the more damage you have, like Connor's damage, that actually makes those maps a lot easier. So it is nothing to, if you have the money to do the Simplex amulet and all the other crazy stuff, it does go pretty far for you. All right. I think, let me just check my notes one more time and see if there's anything else I'm missing before I start opening some of these demos for you guys. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess, okay, here's one more important thing. If you're going to play this build, so actually 2 things. One is I have a Lethal Pride. It's 15550. It's pretty good. Connor's was like a mirror or something like that. His is better. I think he had it planned out in advance, probably even before the league came out, which one was good. I could be wrong, but he's pretty calculated like that. But mine has Intimidate, which is really good. He doesn't have Intimidate on his. I have an extra fortification there, just nice to have, but not a big deal. 5% increased strength, that's one of the biggest things you want. Life, 4% increased life, of course you want that. Gain 1 rage on melee hit, you need that. And then another strength node, and I could have got another double damage node here, which would be great. And there's another strength node here too, but I guess there are 2 more, but that's a lot of points to go to, and the things on the way aren't really what you want. So it's got to be a little bit more convenient than that. But what I did want to mention is that like this double damage node, for instance, is something that would be good to get. It gives you melee strike range, which is great to have. I took this instead. Connor's not taking this, and this is because I'm doing Valdo's maps. And sometimes I would move things around so that I would need to take the mastery here that says an enemy cannot regenerate life, because in certain situations, I think it was like 100% delirious and 10% less damage. Union of Souls, like crazy, a lot of modifiers going on at once. You will run into some like delirium boss guys that are regenerating life so crazy, and you're not doing enough damage because of all the nerfs to your damage. And so you need to have that. And having the call on top of it is really nice. So this is just more of a Valdo's map thing, not like a everyone should take it. Okay, let's do some stuff. Make sure wanted to make sure I had the camera, the OBS pointed to the game. Showcase, this is kind of what I've been doing on the other guys. I threw X-Arch in on the last demo too, and I think I'm going to keep doing that. So we got Uber Cortex, Uber X-Arch, or X-Arc, whichever way you want to say it. Uber Elder, Uber Cirrus, and then a Valdo's map. And it's funny because when I first started doing this, I was thinking, man, people might not want to watch me do this many things, because it's going to take forever, right? They actually go really fast. And this character's faster than everyone else, so this should be actually, in my opinion, pretty fun to watch. So this guy, as I mentioned, is very fast, and I'm going to get to the boss very quickly. I just don't run into stuff too much. And if I wanted to just attack as I'm running like this, it's very doable. So you just clear the screen. Okay, so I guess I was leveling up Summon Holy Rattle for some reason on here. So I've got Focus I can use Blood Rage. Sorry, is that Immortal Call? Blood Rage is what I wanted to say. Blood Rage and Focus and Withering Step are all things I can use when I'm fighting, but I really don't even need them, to be honest with you. Things are just gonna die. Like this Uber Cort, I've done, I think, something like 100 Uber Cortexes this league. I really like it as a farm money and gold, I should say. Farm gold and other stuff. One of my favorites, so I've done a ton of them, and they're very easy for this character no matter what the map mods are. I always say this in every video as a tip. If you like to do Uber Cortex, just a tip, you can just stand here on this side at the top, just auto attack, and you do not need to jump all around the map. I think a lot of people they jump over here, they kill these guys, they jump over here, they kill these guys, you just stay on one side. And when the portal thing, the spinning gyro in the middle, and the portals go away, you just jump over to the other side and clear those guys out. No big deal. If you like to be efficient or maybe lazy like me, that's just kind of a better way to do it. So this is honestly like a joke. It's kind of funny to say that about Uber boss, but it's that easy. No Blood Rage on that time. I didn't even do Blood Rage the first few times. I haven't been looking at my life, but I don't think I really need to, because they're not going to really hurt me. Yeah, so that was Uber Cortex. Talk about not being nervous about a fight. Good time to take a sip of water. All right, what did I get? Nothing good. No quote-unquote streamer luck. Surprise, I'm not a real streamer. Okay, we're jumping into Uber X-Arc, and I have not killed him. I realized I didn't tincture when I did him last time on the last guy I did, the Trickster, so I didn't burn him before the phase started, but I think this guy's gonna burn him. Down, down, down. Oh, wow, he actually lasted through that. Okay, let's see how I do with the balls. I really have no idea. I don't think I've done him this league. Oh, they would actually kill me if I let them hit me every time. Yeah. I might actually die here. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I got lucky. Alright, he dies. Do I not know this fight? Because I thought that you just kill him and he dies. Isn't he just like able to die in one thing? I'm actually gonna die. That's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. I honestly don't know this fight, just to be honest. I don't do it. I don't like this fight. And I really thought I would burn him before he does anything. Before he phases is what I was trying to say. Whatever. I died once. Not a big deal. If I was a better player, I wouldn't have died. Okay, so he didn't drop anything good. Quarterstaff. Okay, we got Uber Elder, which I have not died on at all during any of these demos. Which kind of surprises me because I remember I used to get so nervous about this fight. Like, seriously, I'd be like, my hands would be sweaty. I would just be so nervous. Like, oh, I died twice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Oh my god, he actually just almost killed me. Maybe this character isn't as tanky as I remember it being. I just remember it being super tanky, but maybe not. I almost just died right there. Okay, gotta clear the ads. Gotta stop talking. I'm terrible at boss fights. That's why I like to play these type of characters, where you can be really bad and still not die. I'm even worse when I'm talking. Oh, that almost shotgunned me right there too. I'm really bad at figuring out who has the shield. I guess Elder has a purple one maybe, or maybe that's Shaper. I usually just use the guess and check method where I just jump back and forth between them. I think we're on ads phase again. No. Okay, they're both immune still. There's some ads I'm not seeing. No one's taking damage. Oh, Shaper Slam. Tanked it. Well, this is just feeling like a long fight, because it kind of is. All the phases. And I'm not dying, which is good. Almost died a couple times with the shotgunning Shaper balls. No, he's got a shield on him. Invincibility shield. This guy's gonna die. Okay, he's done. How about this guy? Oh, those things are actually gonna kill me. Jesus. Okay, beat it. Didn't die. Give me something good. Orb of Dominance. Curio something or other. Nope. Junk. Alright, who's next? Cirrus? Cirrus is honestly used to make me even more nervous than Uber Elder. Now I just get really annoyed with how much he talks in his stupid house. I run through all the rooms to just get to fight him. So, guys, we got about 5 minutes before we get to fight him, so what should we talk about? What do you think we should talk about while we're waiting for Cirrus to get ready? Still not ready. Look, still not ready. Alright, here we go. Find our way through his house. The first time I did Uber Cirrus this league, I killed him so fast, and I was so confused. I said, I think my friends, I was streaming on Discord with my friends, and I was like, I don't remember him being like that. Was he always that easy? They're like, no, your character's just overpowered, bro. I want to take a hit of this right here. Okay, didn't kill me. Wasn't expecting it to kill me, but come on down, bro. Come down from your chair. Okay, he's already phased again. Hello, peasant or citizen. Frightened citizen. Come on down, Cirrus. Come dance. Phased again. Too easy. Too easy. I used to die so much to Uberseers. Alright, here he is. Last time for him to come down. And then we get some juicy stuff. Bye-bye. And then you have to, of course you can't put a damn portal down here. You have to wait for what's-her-face to pop out and make a portal for you that doesn't take you back to your hideout. Why would you want to go back to your hideout? That'd be too convenient. Take you to some random town. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's do something actually hard. Now let's do a Valdo's map. Okay, so this is only 1 to 2 tormented spirits, so that's not easy, but it's not. I might not be able to do it. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know. 1 to 2 tormented spirits can be insanely hard depending on what tormented modifiers they get. We have 10% less damage per equipped item, so we're only going to be doing 10% of our original damage. That makes things very difficult and feared, of course. And you can only do damage within like 2 meters, but that's not a big deal because we're melee. So it's a little bit of a crapshoot depending on what modifiers the tormented spirits things are, but I think I can do it. But yeah, it's just going to take, the fighting with the fear is going to be a lot harder because I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage. Come out, come out. And I'm not going to do the whole map, so I'm not really in it for the reward. I'm just in it to kill Beard and show you guys the Beard. But I will be killing a lot of these guys along the way. Because I don't want to be fighting the Beard with a room full of other tormented rares. Oh, there's the Beard right there. Cool. Great. Am I gonna die? Come on. So far, so good. That 2 down. Oh, I can't move. Okay, Zero is usually the worst. So let's see if I can survive her right here. She low. Yes, that was really good. Was that them all? Oh wait. We got Cortex left here. Is Chayula? I think Chayula is also dead. Oh, Cortex is super tanky with this. Less damage that Spy's grip. I don't know if that's making him crazier. What? Huh. It'd be really funny if I did that like on a voided map by accident. Not real, like I just rushed to try to get the video done. Didn't read. But as you guys have already figured out here, this is a victory. All I have left is Cortex. He should be no problem. Although he almost just killed me again. That's weird. What? Here I am bragging. Please make fun of me. I'm asking for it. The things I just said. I still am not nervous. He is low. And he's getting cold. There we go. Okay. Anything good on the ground? Probably not. Sulfite Scare. That's what I should be picking up while I'm recording a video. Show you guys how broke I am right now. Okay, let's go back to town, and that was easy. That wasn't a lot of time. I didn't waste your time. It was quick in and out, even though I died twice. That was a little embarrassing. So yeah, that's the strength stacker. So the plan here, as I kind of already said this, I've got one more video of like Valdo's mapper type guys to make. Same setup, doing like 4 Ubers and a Valdo's map. And then after that, I'll make a 5th video that's just like, okay, how does it all stack up and kind of rank them from who's the best, who's the worst, what they're all good and bad at. So hope you guys enjoyed the, it's actually a lot of time, even if the video quality sucks and all that kind of stuff. If like, what am I trying to say? If I'm terrible at making videos and like my thumbnails are the worst, they're like preschool on Paint. But it does take a lot of time, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Certain people, I mean, the 3 people that really needed it, honestly, as funny as that sounds, I just like making the video as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you kind of got that, like, I always like to compare it to cars, kind of like you got a chance to be in the driver's seat in a way, to feel it out and see how fast it is and how tanky it is and how much damage it's doing. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.